Okay, look, let's cut the crap right out of the gate here. We all know the drill.
Oh, we do.
You're sitting there, it's a Friday night, you're scrolling through whatever service you use, and you see a title you recognize. A classic.
Right, from the 80s.
Yeah, like Halloween, maybe Friday the 13th, but then you look closer, and the year isn't 1978, it's 2025.
And you just get that feeling?
What happens? What's your immediate physical reaction? You roll your eyes so hard and they almost pop out of your skull.
It's a visceral reaction.
Yeah.
A full-body cringe. You just know, deep in your bones, you are about to witness a crime scene.
And not the fun kind of crime scene.
No, not at all.
Exactly. Because let's be honest, 95% of the time, these modern horror reboots are total bullshit.
A complete bullshit.
They are soulless, corporate cash grabs. Some studio executive in a suit just said, hey, we own the IP, so...
Let's put some kid from a CW show in it.
Yes, and water down the gore so we get a PG-13 rating and sell some damn popcorn.
It's so depressing. They take the name and they strip out everything that made the original gritty or interesting.
Everything. The practical effects, the raw atmosphere.
All of it. And they serve you this sanitized, boring mess. It's like ordering a steak and getting a picture of a cow printed on tofu.
That is a disturbingly accurate analogy. Usually it's just insulting to the fans. But, and this is where it gets really interesting, today we're talking about an exception.
A huge exception.
We are talking about the 2025 version of Silent Night, Deadly Night. And I'm just going to say it. This movie is surprisingly fucked up.
In the absolute best way possible.
Yes.
It really is. I honestly went into this expecting to hate it. I had my arms crossed. I had my notepad out. I was ready to just tear it to shreds.
You were ready for war.
I was. But the director, Mike P. Nelson,
Mm-hmm.
he did something here. He didn't just remake the movie. He sort of reinvented the entire mechanism of how this story works.
We are going to break down every single bloody inch of this thing. We're talking lighting, practical effects, the psychology, all of it. But before we even step into the snow, I have to stop the tape for 1 second and tell you something crucial.
Here we go.
Listen to me closely. If you are listening to this right now and you actually give a shit about horror, like real visceral horror, not the watered down stuff.
Like the cable TV stuff.
No, you need to stop what you are doing.
Right.
Put down your coffee, pull over the car, whatever. You need to go subscribe to the Dread Den channel on YouTube.
Seriously, just do it now.
I'm not kidding. We can sit here and describe what an axe to the face looks like, but if you want visuals, if you want to see the gore breakdowns and the scene comparisons we're talking about, Dread Den is the only place for people who actually care about this content.
Don't be a casual.
Don't be a casual. Go subscribe. Okay, plug over. Let's get to the blood.
Let's get into it. So, just to set the stage for everyone, context matters. We're looking at a runtime of about 96 minutes.
We're a bit longer, depending on the cut.
Yeah, the unrated cut is maybe 1.35, and it's directed by Mike P. Nelson. And right off the bat, our verdict on this thing, it's a solid 7.5 out of 10.
Which, let's be real, for a slasher reboot in 2025, that is a goddamn miracle.
It's like finding a diamond in a septic tank.
It really is. It's got brains, it's got buckets of blood, and I think, and this might be controversial, I think we can argue it's actually better crafted than the 1984 cult classic.
Whoa, okay, hold on. Them's fighting words for the purists out there.
I know.
You're saying it's better than the original, the one that got picketed out of theaters?
You said it. I'm just agreeing.
I am saying it.
Yeah.
Look, the original's iconic. It's trashy, it's fun, it's mean-spirited.
Oh, it's so mean.
But from a filmmaking perspective,
Okay.
it's kind of a mess. This new one has a cohesive vision. It understands the assignment.
I can see that. I totally see that. The best way I can describe this movie, and stick with me because it sounds nuts, is if you took Dexter, specifically the early seasons where he's figuring out his code, you smash that into a Hallmark holiday rom-com, and then you sprinkle in that Venom-style internal banter.
That is a wild description, but honestly, it is 100% accurate. It sounds like it shouldn't work.
But it does. It works because the tone is so damn consistent.
It really is. So let's unpack that setup, because the way this movie opens, it doesn't waste any time at all. No 20 minutes of exposition.
The prologue is just raw.
It's incredibly efficient filmmaking. I mean, minutes 1 and 2, you are already in the nightmare.
You've got the snowy small town shots, the holiday music starts playing, and then it starts twisting.
Right, into those dissonant strings.
Let's talk about that music for a second. It's such a trope, right? Take a happy Christmas song, slow it down, make it minor key.
Yeah, everyone does it.
So why does it work so well here?
Well, it works because of the specific intervals they're using in the score. In music theory, there's something called the tritone, which used to be called the Devil's Interval. Yeah, and it creates this deep sense of unresolved tension in the human brain. So when you overlay that sound onto a visual of a cozy Christmas town, your brain gets two conflicting signals. Safety from the visual, danger from the audio.
So it's cognitive dissonance.
Exactly. It puts you on edge immediately before anything has even happened.
See, this is why I keep you around. That's fascinating. So your brain is already fighting itself, and then boom, flashback, Christmas Eve.
We've got young Billy, his parents, they're driving down this snowy road, and then they see him.
Santa.
Or, well, a guy in a Santa robe. This is Charlie.
And Charlie looks rough. This isn't the Coca-Cola Santa. This guy looks like he smells of cheap whiskey and sadness.
Right. And in the original, the build-up to the parents' death takes a while. There's dialogue, hesitation, it's slow. It's instantaneous violence, gunshots, blood on the snow, Billy screaming. It just hooks you way, way faster.
It's brutal. It's not playing around. And that's what I mean when I say cut the crap. The movie knows, you know, the origin story.
It trusts the audience.
It assumes you're smart enough to get it. It doesn't need 20 minutes to get there. It just hits you in the face with a brick.
And that immediate trauma is so essential for where we go next, which is minutes 3 through 5.
Yeah.
Billy's in the hospital, then the orphanage.
Oh my God, the nuns.
And this is where the movie starts to show its teeth.
I hate them so much. I hate them more than the actual killer.
As you should.
Yeah.
They represent this systemic failure.
Okay, so you have this kid, right? He just watched a guy dressed as Santa Claus execute his parents in cold blood. He is traumatized. He's broken. He has severe PTSD.
Absolute.
And what do these nuns do? Do they give him a hug? Get him a child psychologist? No. They scold him.
You're being naughty.
For being naughty. It is so fucked up.
It's the naughty versus nice dichotomy, just weaponized against a victim. It's actually a really sharp critique of how, you know, strict authoritarian systems handle mental health.
How so?
They view behavioral issues, which are just symptoms of trauma, as moral failings, not as a cry for help.
It makes my blood boil. You see these therapy sessions where Billy is drawing pictures of Santa killing people.
Which, to any rational person, is a cry for help. He's trying to process the image burned into his retinas.
He's doing his own exposure therapy?
Exactly. He's externalizing the horror so he can manage it. But the nuns, they just treat it like he's being a bad kid. They treat the drawing as a sin.
It sets up this really creepy institutional vibe. It's hammering home how the system failed him. He wasn't bad initially. He was made bad by people who refused to understand his pain.
They labeled him naughty.
So he internalized it.
That internalization is the key. You tell a child they're a monster long enough, eventually they'll believe you. And that belief is what gives birth to Charlie.
Yes, the voice. So let's jump to adult Billy. We're about 6, maybe 10 minutes in. He's played by Rohan Campbell.
Who I didn't know much about before this.
Me neither, but he does a fantastic job of looking like a guy who is just barely holding it together. He's got those twitchy eyes. He just looks haunted.
He's excellent. He plays Billy as a drifter. He's just gotten out of the system. He's drifting into town, and he gets a job at a toy store called Ida's.
A nice little nod to the original for the fans.
A very nice touch. But he's not alone, is he?
No, he has a passenger.
And Mark Atchison does the voice of Charlie. And this is where that Venom comparison you made earlier really, really shines.
Right.
Charlie isn't just some scary voice. He's a character. He's that intrusive thought that just will not shut the hell up.
It's dark humor. It's actually funny in this really twisted way. Billy is just trying to stack toys or be a normal human, and Charlie is in his ear whispering the most violent, awful shit imaginable.
It's the manifestation of his trauma, but given a personality, it's almost, I don't know, Shakespearean in a way.
How so?
It's like the fool whispering truths or you know, dangerous ideas to the king. Except here, the king is a damaged toy store employee.
And then you add the hallucinations on top of that. He starts seeing his dead parents. He starts feeling this urge to punish people.
It creates this amazing tension where you're just rooting for Billy to keep it together, but you know he's going to snap. It's like watching a car crash in slow motion.
I can't look away.
You can't.
And that tension is balanced by the romance. Which, I have to say, usually in slashers, the romance plot is total shit.
No, it's just filler.
It's just there to give the killer someone to chase later. I'm usually checking my phone during those scenes.
100%. It's two hot people staring at each other with zero chemistry. But here, with Pamela.
Ruby Modine. Let's give her flowers. She is excellent.
She really is. She plays Pamela, his coworker.
Yeah.
And she's got attitude. She's not a damsel in distress. She's clearly seen some shit herself.
And Billy is the quiet, brooding type. The quiet type, as she calls him.
And the chemistry is actually there. It doesn't feel forced at all. You believe that these two damaged people would find each other in this snowy, depressing town.
It's that misery love company vibe, but sweeter.
It is. And it anchors the movie. It gives Billy something to lose. If he was just a killing machine from minute one, it would get boring fast.
You need stakes. Because he likes Pamela, because he wants to be normal for her, the tragedy hits so much harder when he starts to slip.
Precisely. It makes him tragic rather than just monstrous. But let's be real. We didn't come here for the notebooks.
No, we did not. We came for blood.
And the movie doesn't make us wait too long.
No, it doesn't. Minutes 11 to 13. The first kill. Let's break this down.
Okay, so the setup is that Billy targets this corrupt local guy, an abusive cop, or a dealer, I think. Someone who definitely belongs on the naughty list.
The film is very good at giving Billy targets that the audience won't feel too bad about losing.
Right, and he's stalking through the snowy streets. The cinematography here is killer.
Oh, it's gorgeous. You've got these like sodium vapor streetlights mixing with the Christmas LEDs, and it creates this sickly green and red palette.
It's very Giallo-inspired. High contrast, saturated colors. That classic shot of the light reflecting off the axe blade, but it looks so crisp here.
And the kill itself. Holy...
It's in this festive garage, and it is an axe right to the head.
Brutal. Absolutely brutal. And the way the blood sprays onto the Christmas ornaments.
It's art. It's gross, but it's art.
It is. But what makes it so distinct isn't just the gore, it's Charlie.
Yes. Charlie is in Billy's head, cheering. He's ecstatic. He's like a kid in a candy store, except the candy is murder.
It is so messed up. You're watching a guy get his skull split open, and there's this voice in your ear going, yes, good, do it again. It adds this layer of mania to the scene.
It's not just scary, it's frantic. It makes you feel like you're losing your mind right along with Billy.
It really establishes the tone for the rest of the film. This isn't some somber, slow burn horror. This is high-octane, bloody, slightly satirical chaos.
Speaking of chaos.
We need to talk about the centerpiece of this movie. The moment where I literally stood up and said, okay, this movie is a legend.
Section 3.
Yeah.
The Party Man.
The Nazi Party Massacre.
This is where the film goes from pretty good slasher to absolute balls-to-the-wall insanity.
So let's set the scene. Billy is researching the town's corruption. He's making his list, checking it twice, and he finds out that there is a white power group hosting a Christmas party.
Which is, let's be honest, the most specific and hateable group of villains you could possibly choose for a movie like this.
It's perfect. And Charlie, the voice, is practically salivating. He's just urging Billy, punish the naughty.
And honestly,
yeah,
in that moment, I'm with Charlie. Fuck that. Fuck those guys.
Exactly. It creates this weird moral alignment where you are 100% on the side of the serial killer.
So Billy puts on the suit, he puts on the beard, the hat, he looks in the mirror, and there's this moment, the stare.
Oh, yeah.
Rohan Campbell just drops the nervous twitch. His eyes go hard. He's not Billy anymore. He is the avenging Santa.
The transformation is complete.
Well.
And when he crashes that party, minutes 20 to 22,
Yeah.
It is pure, unadulterated carnage.
The visuals are so striking. You literally have the words, kill Nazis, flashing on the screen in this stylized grindhouse font.
Subtlety is dead, and I am here for it. They didn't try to be clever or metaphorical. They just said, here are some Nazis, here is an axe, enjoy.
And we have to talk about the practical effects here, because this whole sequence is a masterclass.
The tinsel.
The throat slitting with the tinsel. I mean, think about the logistics of filming that. You need a tinsel garland that's reinforced, probably with a steel wire core, so the actor can actually pull on it.
And the prosthetics on the victim's neck have to be perfect. The blood bladder hidden just right, so when he pulls, it sprays realistically.
Who thinks of that? I'm going to strangle you and slice your throat with a holiday decoration.
It's so festive and horrifying.
And the antlers.
The antlers.
That's a direct callback to the 1984 original. Impalement by mounted deer antlers.
But it looks so much better here. In the original, it's a little goofy. Here, the sound design is what sells it. That wet crunch when the antler goes in, it's visceral. It's nasty. And I think what's fascinating here is the satire. This is a pissed-off movie.
It is.
It's targeting racism. It's targeting hypocrisy. It's gore with a purpose. It's not just violence for violence's sake. It's cathartic violence against the worst people imaginable.
It operates on that primal level. We live in a world where justice often feels slow or, non-existent.
Hmm.
So seeing a guy in a Santa suit instantly deliver the ultimate punishment to people who deserve it, it releases a lot of tension for the audience.
It's so satisfying, I'm not gonna lie. Watching those characters get destroyed was the highlight of my week. It's like, finally, someone is taking out the trash.
And after the massacre, the aftermath sets in. Billy escapes into the woods, but his mental state is just deteriorating rapidly.
Yeah, the adrenaline wears off and the psychosis kicks in harder. The hallucinations are ramping up. Charlie isn't just a voice anymore.
Right, he's appearing as a ghostly Santa in reflections, in windows. It's getting harder and harder for Billy to tell what's real.
Which is the perfect segue to the deeper plot. But before we get there...
I know what's coming.
Before we get there, I have to interrupt the flow again. We just talked about tinsel strangulation and antler impalement. We talked about blood bladders and wire cores.
Yeah.
If you are listening to this and visualizing it in your head, that's great. But if you want to see the kind of stuff we're talking about, you need to get your ass over to the Dread Den channel on YouTube and subscribe.
Seriously, if you're a horror fan, it's a non-negotiable.
We curate the best, the bloodiest, the most fucked up content out there. We have video essays that break down these kills frame by frame. Don't sleep on it. Go subscribe to Dread Den. Okay, back to Billy.
So we're around the midpoint now. Minutes 26 to 28. Billy is back in his motel room. He's patching himself up, and Pamela shows up.
This scene broke my heart a little bit. She's checking on him. She sees he's hurt. She doesn't know the full extent of what he's done, obviously, but she knows he's in trouble.
Yeah.
And they have this moment, the I can't hurt you moment.
Yeah. It's the tragedy we talked about earlier. He wants to be with her. He wants that human connection so badly, but he knows he's too broken. He knows he's dangerous.
It's the classic werewolf dilemma. I love you, so I have to stay away from you.
It is. And it adds stakes. You don't want him to get caught, but you also know this cannot end well. There is no happily ever after for a guy who just butchered a dozen people.
Even if they were Nazis.
Even then. And while this emotional beat is happening, the plot thickens. The cops are investigating, and they start linking the kills to a local urban legend.
The Snatcher. I love when they add a little local lore like that.
It adds texture, makes the town feel lived in. But the real twist tease comes when Billy starts to realize that Charlie, the voice, the entity, might be connected to the town's history.
Not just his own head.
Right. It hints that this isn't just mental illness. There's something else going on, maybe something supernatural. But while he's figuring that out...
More killing.
Of course.
Yeah.
The movie never stays quiet for long. He targets a corrupt businessman next. And this kill. We have to talk about the chimney entry.
Classic. You have to go down the chimney. If you make a Santa slasher movie and nobody goes down a chimney, you have failed as a filmmaker.
He goes down the chimney. He uses a fireplace poker,
Yeah.
which is just brutal. But the pièce de résistance is what he does with the body.
He stuffs the guy in a giant Christmas stocking.
It is so grotesque.
It is hilarious and gross. Like, can you imagine the police finding that? Well, it looks like someone got a corpse for Christmas. It's that dark humor again.
It's totally absurd, but it fits the tone perfectly. It's creative. And that's what saves this movie from being generic. The kills have personality.
They aren't just stabbings, they are thematic statements.
Exactly. But things are about to get even messier.
Section 5. Billy crosses the line.
The mayor's house. Minutes 41 to 43.
Billy raids the mayor's dinner.
Yeah.
Just bursts in, and he puts an axe through the Christmas tree.
Which is a great visual. Destroying the symbol of the holiday while destroying the corrupt family. It's iconoclasm.
But here is where it gets really interesting. There's a kid there.
A child witnesses the violence.
Just like Billy did.
Exactly. It mirrors Billy's past perfectly. And this is the moment of truth. Charlie is screaming in his head, "Kill everyone! No witnesses!"
Punish them all.
But Billy...
He stops.
He spares the kid. And that is so, so important.
It proves he isn't just a monster. He has a code. He recognizes the trauma he suffered, and he refuses to inflict that specific trauma on another innocent child.
It defines him as an anti-hero. It makes you root for him even more. He's a killer, but he's not evil.
Yeah.
The people he's killing are evil. He's just the cleanup crew.
Well, mostly. It gets complicated because sparing the kid means there's now a witness, and the police are closing in fast.
It gets very complicated, especially when we get to the showdown.
The confrontation with the surviving Nazi.
Oh, this guy. The one that got away. The cockroach.
They end up in a bar fight.
Yeah.
And this scene is just, it's a straight-up action movie now.
It is. And the kill. The pool cue impalement.
Outrageous. It's so over the top. It's like something out of a cheesy 80s action flick, but with 2025 gore effects. The pool cue goes right through the guy's chest and pins him to the wall.
It's just pure bloody fun.
It is. And then, immediately after that high-energy violence, we slow right down. Billy and Pamela are in the woods.
And the movie does something really cool visually here.
The split-screen hallucinations?
Yes. We see his internal conflict playing out in real time. One side of the screen is reality Pamela looking terrified. The other side is the hallucination Charlie screaming, "The world burning."
It visualizes the fracture in his mind. It's trippy. It reminds me of those 70s psychological thrillers like a Brian De Palma movie. It makes you feel as unstable as he is.
And it all leads to the town square.
The chaos. Minutes 56 to 58, Billy goes full Santa mode.
It's a shitstorm of violence, as you might say.
It is. It's an axe versus shotgun battle with security guards. There's blood spraying on the snow, Christmas lights are flickering and exploding, sparking everywhere.
It's cinematic mayhem, a sensory overload that builds perfectly to the climax.
You have the flashing lights, the gunfire, the screaming. It's the crescendo. And this brings us to section 6. The twist.
A supernatural twist.
Now, usually when a slasher movie suddenly goes supernatural in the last act, I call it bullshit.
Oh, me too.
I'm just like, come on, pick a lane. Are we doing psychology or are we doing ghosts? It usually feels like a cop-out.
A very risky move.
But here,
I think it works. And it works because they planted the seeds earlier. They had the Snatcher legend. They had the ambiguity of Charlie's voice. It wasn't completely out of left field.
Okay, so the reveal. Charlie isn't just a voice in his head.
No. Charlie was the real killer from the past, the guy who murdered Billy's parents. And he is essentially possessing Billy. Or it's more like he's a spirit of vengeance that hops from vessel to vessel.
So it shifts from psychological horror to full-on supernatural possession. Pamela intervenes, she's pleading with Billy, and Billy has to fight the possession.
And how does he fight it? Not by killing himself, which is the cliche. He fights it by targeting the source. He realizes the town's corruption, the leader, is what feeds this entity. It's the naughty list that gives Charlie power.
So he decides to finish the list to close the loop.
The resolution is bloody. He takes out the last of the corrupt figures. We get another antler kill, which is a nice callback.
And then the epilogue. Billy's wounded. He confronts Pamela, and she helps him escape into the night.
It's bittersweet. He disappears. The town is cleansed of the bad guys. But Billy is gone. He can never go back to stacking toys at Ida's.
And then the ambiguity.
Minutes 74 to 76, you get this slow pan over the town. The snow is falling. It looks peaceful. And you just hear a whisper.
Naughty list isn't done.
Chills. Absolute chills.
No bullshit. That ending actually worked for me. It leaves the door wide open for a sequel, but it also feels complete. It's not a cliffhanger that pisses you off.
No, it's a thematic conclusion.
Yeah.
It suggests that the spirit of vengeance, Charlie, or whatever it is never really gone. As long as there is corruption, as long as there are naughty people in power,
there will be a Santa to punish them.
Exactly. It makes the horror cyclical. It's eternal. A really smart way to modernize the franchise.
It gives them endless places to go next if they want to. So, look, let's bring it home.
The final verdict.
For me, this is a great holiday horror movie.
Yeah.
You get some eggnog, maybe spike it with something strong like bourbon, turn the lights down low. This is a blast.
It's not high art.
No, but it's high entertainment.
I agree. It surpasses the original. And we have to give credit where it's due. Rohan Campbell and Ruby Modine elevated this material.
Oh, big time.
This could have been a C-list schlock fest, but they acted their asses off. They found the humanity in the bloodbath.
And Mike P. Nelson for the direction. He made a movie that feels modern, but keeps that nasty, gritty 80s spirit alive. He didn't polish it too much.
He left the rough edges.
And I appreciate that. Absolutely. It has texture.
For sure.
Okay, before we sign off, I'm going to get in your face one last time.
I'm ready.
Don't be a lazy shit. If you enjoyed this conversation, if you like horror, if you like hearing us talk about gore and axes and psychopathic sadness, go subscribe to Dread Den on YouTube right now.
Just do it. It's free. It supports the show, and you get to see cool shit.
We need you there. It's the best community for horror fans. Dread Den, YouTube. Go.
And finally,
I want to leave you with a thought. We talked a lot about Billy. He kills bad guys. He kills Nazis. He kills corrupt cops. And it feels good to watch. It feels righteous.
it does.
But let's be real. Is vigilante justice ever actually justified? Or is it just fucked up no matter who holds the axe?
That's the dangerous question, isn't it? If we enjoy the violence, does that make us naughty too?
Think about that while you sleep tonight. Stay scary, everyone.
See you in the next one.